Hey you guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a marvelous Monday. If you are new to my channel, this is my personal channel to my main channel. My main channel is Zenah Sessions. The reason I broke off and did a personal channel is because there's things that I want to talk about personally in relation to my life, and I didn't want that to be on that channel, which is mainly other talking points. So if you're not following that channel though, baby, you missing out, because we talk about all kind of stuff: story times, girls trips, story times, frenemies, cheating stories. The most recent video I posted was my husband's mistress, and it's a whole TikTok compilation. So we be lit over there, and at the same time we learning and entertained at the same time. So if you are following me from there and you're over here, let me know in the comments below. So this video is going to actually be piggybacking off of the video before last. My last video was a transparent video. That's another thing I do over here, is being transparent. This channel is just getting to know the content creator behind the content. So storytime, vlogs, personalized things in relation to me is what this channel is for. So we're going to be piggybacking off of the video before last, which was a day in the life as a single mom of 3 working remote. You know, girls were telling me that it was very helpful. They know how they're going to set up their work from home equipment, etc. So I just wanted to piggyback off of that and just give some helpful tips of the best jobs that I feel like you should apply for as a single mom, especially if you have little to no childcare. So it's going to be 6 different jobs that I'm going to talk about. 4 of them are going to be more of like W-2 traditional jobs, and then the other 2 are going to be more like 1099 jobs. Okay, so number 1, the insurance industry. You will find, in my opinion, the most remote work in insurance jobs. So you're talking about United Healthcare. We're talking about Liberty Mutual. We're talking about like things that is insurance related. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a lot of remote jobs there. Okay, so the number 1 job is, to me, is claims examiner. And the reason I say that, and these are jobs, keep in mind, for people who don't have degrees and all these certifications and all this kind of stuff, okay? Because there's obviously a lot of remote jobs for people who are like IT professionals and all this other stuff, you know, good for them. But like the regular everyday adult don't have, like, you know, degrees maybe or certificates that you need to work remotely, because there is plenty of IT remote jobs. So these are just going to be your regular jobs that you don't have to have that kind of stuff for. Okay, so claims examiner. And do not get this confused with claim adjusters. You actually do need a license to be a claim adjuster. That is going to be handling things like insurance, car insurance and stuff like that, which if you're interested in that, I definitely feel like that's worth the investment, because they pay very well and they always need a claim adjuster. So that's a whole nother topic, but conversation. But claims examiner. So I've been a claim examiner for 5 years. I first did short-term disability. So I do medical claims. I did short-term disability. I have done some things in FMLA. I have done some paid leaves. I have done just of Medicare. I've done a variety of different things. I first got into insurance when I worked as a sales support specialist for United Healthcare. So basically I would sell during open enrollment season, and if it wasn't open enrollment season, I would help them with their online applications and talk to them about different products we have, etc. So but that's when I first got into the insurance industry. And then I started realizing that selling was not for me. Like, if I'm not passionate about the product that I'm selling, then it's hard for me to sell it. Like, there are people who will lie and sell these products just to make a profit, but I'm not one of those people. I can't sell you something that I don't really like or feel like it's best for you just to make the money. So I didn't want to be in sales. So I had to look into other opportunities. And that's when I experienced seeing that Sedgwick was hiring for a short-term disability examiner. So that's when I first got into doing claims, processing claims, etc. You didn't have to have much experience. It was a entry-level position. They were going to teach you everything you knew. But I will say, when it comes to this, it's good to have experience in any type of insurance. If you don't have any type of insurance experience, try to find a job first where any type of entry-level insurance job, okay, to get you into the door. Even if it's a call center position, even if it's, I don't care what it is, just try to find you an entry level in any type of benefits department, insurance, etc., because that will help you become a claims examiner. I have seen some people who have not had any type of claims processing experience get hired in processing claims just because they knew about our medical background. If you worked as like a medical assistant or anything like that, looking at medical records, anything of that nature. I've seen people get hired that way as well, where they had no experience in processing claims, but they knew they had a medical background, they had an insurance background, etc. Because they can teach you how to process the claims. They just want to see, like, okay, do you know anything about the medical world, anything about the insurance world, etc. So the reason I say claims examiner as a single mom is because you get little to no calls. Like, it's not a call center position. And we all know with call center positions, it's like it can be very demanding. Like, it's kind of hard to be able to navigate being a mother. Even if you don't have to watch your kids are coming home from school, you might have to get up and pick them up, etc. And because they need you to be on schedule and on cue, they're a lot more strict. I like jobs where there is flexibility. As long as I'm getting the work done, like, you don't trip. That's the kind of jobs that I like. And that's how my jobs that I've been working for, that I've been looking into, I only apply for jobs like that. So claims examiner is a good position for that. And luckily I've been blessed with managers to where most of them were mothers or single mothers, etc. And they understood, like, if I needed to get up, hey, I have to go and pick my son up from school, he's not feeling well, I'll be right back, I can make the time up, etc. Okay, that's fine. Like, I've never had an issue with that. They all have always worked with me. And I feel like these jobs should be designed for mothers or like single mothers, etc., because we need each other. They get it, they understand it. And I love when my managers are also mothers because they get it. So, claims examiner, you'll just process claims. Like, and for example, if somebody, when you go out of work, let's say you're pregnant, you have to take out a short-term disability claim, somebody has to approve that. Somebody has to look at the paperwork and approve it or deny it, etc. That's what a claims examiner is. Medical claims, you don't need any type of license, etc. They just like to know that you have like a medical insurance background, etc. Okay, so number one, claims examiner. Number two, I actually learned this from TikTok. Y'all, don't sleep on TikTok. If you have TikTok, do not sleep on TikTok. I learned so many jobs that I did not know existed through TikTok, and so many companies that I have never heard about from TikTok. Okay, so another one is virtual assistant. Okay, administrative support. So companies sometimes need people's help with paperwork, doing admin duties, tasks, scheduling certain things, etc. So virtual assistant is a very good way to obviously work remotely. And then also, you're busy doing stuff like that. It's not a call center again, so it's not that demanding, etc., when it comes to like doing what you need to do. So like, you're just handling those tasks, etc., and calling it a day. Now, obviously, depending on the company you work for or who you work for directly, etc., then it might be a little bit more busier than others. But I heard a company that I heard of that's good for that is called Smith AI. That's SMITHAI. Learned that from TikTok. People have become virtual assistants apparently from working at Smith AI, but there's other companies as well that hire virtual assistants. So that's number two. Number three, a lot of people don't know about this, but online tutors. Like, obviously there's tutors in the school, but there's actually online tutors as well. I actually looked into this myself. Now, there is a school directly that I looked into. I just cannot remember the name of it, but they be promoting on on TV commercials and stuff. I thought it was called like K5 or something, school tutors, whatever. But if you Google online school tutors, you'll see a variety of companies that hire them. But for this one particularly, you had to go on there, create an account, and you have to pick which subject that you were good at. So you better pick a subject you're good at because you're going to be tested on it. So let's say you're good at math, you'll click math, and then you'll take like a short little test/quiz on it. And as long as you pass it, they will allow you to be their tutor. So you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can create your own hours and work that way and be an online tutor. Now, obviously, with you being able to make your own hours, you can work part-time, you can work full-time. Shoot, from my understanding, you can even work overtime. That's unlimited from my understanding. So definitely look into being an online tutor. If you like helping people, if you feel like you were really smart in school at a certain subject, it's a perfect opportunity for you. So that's my number three recommendation. Number four, data entry specialist. Data entry specialist is a very good job because you, again, do not have to deal with people on the phone, like really at all with this position. I was working with this girl and she got promoted. She applied for another position. So she moved to being a data entry person. And she was telling me literally all she was doing was entering data into spreadsheets, like based off of numbers and all this different stuff. Now, keep in mind, she never had any background with data specifically. Like she just had experience entering information into systems. And just think about that. We do that all the time. We're always entering information into systems, right? So as long as you have your resume to look a certain way, then it'll show that you have experience with that. And if you can't, definitely look into getting somebody to help your resume fit that. So data entry specialist is a good way as well to make money not being on the phone. So that would be my fourth recommendation. Now, my other two would be that are like more like 1099, social media. Now, I know some people are like, oh, it's hard to get to make money from that, etc. And you're absolutely right. But one thing I will say is if you be consistent and you stick to a certain kind of niche, eventually it'll pick up how you need to pick up. There are some people who literally get on here and make a video that's like, not even a minute long, and they make money off of it. They do shorts all day, every day. So a lot of y'all like getting cute, being on camera anyway. Why not try to make some money from it? Create you that TikTok account, create you Instagram, Facebook, etc. And you don't have to post different videos for different social medias. Like do one video, post it on every platform, and just be consistent with it. There's people who just say motivational quotes and then they just be consistent with it, and then they attract more followers, etc. Just be consistent with it. Like me particularly, I did TikTok at first, and even though we don't know what's going on with TikTok right now, I can't even find some of my videos, but I start doing I always been into zodiac signs, so I did zodiac humor. I didn't know that my video was gonna reach like crazy, but I ended up getting I think it was like 300 and something thousand on TikTok off of one of them. I just kept doing videos. They weren't even hitting like that. It'd be some people, but it wasn't hitting like that. And then one day, one of my videos just hit. It went up, and then people would like seeing my zodiac humor. But then I stopped doing that for a while because it was draining. But I would hit regularly after that. Not every single video, but anytime I did zodiac content, I usually would hit pretty decent numbers after that. And if I would have continued to do that and being consistent, then it would still be that way. But I just got kind of drained from it and I wanted to go in another direction. But that's just an example, okay? And you can make money off the TikTok Creator Fund. YouTube, for a while I have always wanted to do YouTube, but I would never be consistent, and I switched it up so much. I didn't know what I wanted to do on YouTube until one day I was like, you know what, I just got done off of I was dating this dude and it was messy, we stopped talking, etc. And I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time to get back to you. What do you want to do? And I was like, let me get back focused on me. Let me get focused back on my passion of what I want to do. I always wanted to create content on YouTube. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. So I first started off with my divorce story and then just kept creating different content. So with Zenah sessions, I was able to reach 10,000 subscribers last year, but before that, I would create content, would never hit decent numbers, barely ever. But again, I was never consistent. So one day I just kept creating content after I revamped and everything, posted my divorce story. My divorce story was hitting numbers. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me continue to create content. And then I started doing the TikTok compilations. And then one of my videos hit 300,000. And ever since then, I've had a decent sized audience. Some videos get a lot, some of them don't, but I still have been able to at least generate some type of income off of YouTube. So when you be consistent, you just never know when it'll happen. You can fast, you can pray, etc. You just never know when it will happen, but that is one option to make some extra money. And even if it's a little extra money, that's better than no money, especially being a single parent. Any money, give it to me, honey. Okay, period. And then the last one I would say is, of course, starting your own business. Now, I know what a lot of people is thinking, oh, that's hard as well. But again, some money is better than no money. Now, some of y'all have all these secret skills that y'all sleep on. Some of y'all are so good at doing makeup. For example, my best friend Jasmine. so good at doing eyebrows, lashes, etc. And I'm like, why don't you get your, certification to do that professionally and make extra money from it? People compliment her on her eyebrows all the time. Like, it be on fleek every single time. It's like, you know what, you right. I need to look into that. Like, you can do microblading and do lashes, etc. Like, get that bag. Get that bag of extra money. And eventually you can replace that with your full-time job, like my sister does sister locks. Like, she had got sister locks, she got her certification, and now she does sister locks. It's just all kind of little way. My mom has a dental cleaning business. So she'll a teeth whitening business. So like, I do tarot readings on the side. I just done a reading yesterday. I have to do another one today. Like, it's all kind of side hustles for different skills that you have. You can go on Fiverr. If you're good at like different stuff like resumes or graphic design or writing or anything like that, go on Fiverr, Fiver. .com and become a freelancer and offer your services on there. That's how I have met a lot of people, because I needed help with like SEO with YouTube and all this kind of stuff. So I met a lot of people on there. So everybody has a skill, everybody has a talent somewhere. Everybody's meant to do something. So find your skill, find your talent, and create and generate income based off of it. If you always wanted to write, it's a good time to write a book. Children's books. I've sold like a lot of I have different books on Amazon. My name on Amazon is Brianna Riche. I have children's books on there, self-help books, etc. on there. And that's the easy process. All you need to do is write it, and then you can do the cover and everything else on Amazon for free. Like, it's just different ways to generate stuff. And I'm also looking more into that myself, because I want to do some online business things. So I'm looking into that this year as well. So I'm just saying, it's a great time to start that. You'll never know unless you start. Okay. So those are my ideas for the best jobs for working from home as a mom. If you have little to no daycare, it's going to be jobs that are like less demanding. But that's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. And if y'all have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.